Hello there guys and welcome to Tokens by Gen. On this video I am going to show you step by step how you create your very own token, and I'm also going to be talking about some of the unique features that your token has. So we've got four options available for you. You can choose to create a Gen rewards token that rewards your holders with 5% Gen on every transaction. A standard token that doesn't reward your holders with anything at all. You can have a reflections token that rewards your holders with your native token, made popular by SafeMoon, or a BEP20 rewards token. And in this case, you can choose any BSC token such as BUSD to reward your holders. So all these tokens work in exactly the same way. They've all got the same really cool, unique features. The only difference is the way they're rewarding your holders. And of course, the price. Excuse me. So if you choose to create a Gen Rewards token, it is completely free. For the others, there is a 1% ongoing fee within the contract tokenomics, but you can remove that at any time for 2 BNB. So why would you choose us to create your token? Well, I am fully doxed. We've got a lot of security within your contract and we do things to increase buyer confidence. The contracts are very, very flexible with the fees and they do have some unique features. So I'm going to go over those very quickly, then I'll actually make a token so you can see how to do it step by step. So you can set your fees separately on the buys and the sales. You can have a BNB marketing wallet. You can choose which kind of reward options you want from those I've already listed. You can have a burn within your token and you can choose whether that burn goes to the burn wallet or whether it gets removed from your total supply. And you can also have auto liquidity. Now with all of these fees, obviously you can set them on buys and sales separately, or you can just switch them down to 0, which is like turning them off completely. We have hard-coded some limits into your contract to protect your buyers and increase your audit score. There is a 50% limit on your buy and your sell fees, and you can also set your maximum transaction and your maximum wallet holding, but we've got like a lower threshold on that. So the lowest you can set that is 0.5% of supply. Again, this increases buyer confidence and it also gives you a better audit score. We've also got some really, really sophisticated sniper bot protection that really does work. The other reason that you might want to use our services is you know who's done the code. So this is me, that's the face behind the voice. You guys probably know me from my YouTube channel. I'm also obviously the owner and creator of the GenTokens community on Telegram. If you want to join our Telegram group, click on the button up at the top. It's a great bunch of guys in there that are very, very knowledgeable. We don't do any promoting within the group or anything like that. There's no hype in the Telegram group. It's just a lot of people talking about Solidity code, how to identify scams and things like that. Really, really knowledgeable people in there that can help you. So I'm doxed, been coding for about 20 years. I was the very first Solidity developer to get a KYC certification with CoinSniper. I've also got a KYC on Audit tech rate as well. So you know you're in safe hands. I'm quite innovative with my code and I do a lot of things that are only available on my contract, so they're truly unique to the way that I do code. I like to try and make things better. I like to automate stuff as much as possible, so your contract is a lot easier to use than other contracts you might have had in the past. So we've got some really, really unique features. I'm not going to go over these right now. There's a couple of them I'm going to talk about when I go through the actual process of creating the token. But if you want to have a look through them, by all means do so. And we've also got some questions that you might have answered down here at the bottom as well. So just click on the question and it's going to answer that for you. Any questions that are not included in this list are probably going to be covered on this video or in the step-by-step guide, which I've also created for you. So choose the token you want to create and then click on where it says step-by-step guide. This opens up a Google document. There's nothing to download. There's nothing to connect your computer to. It's all nice and safe. And this talks you step by step through actually creating your token. And then it explains what all the other functions in your contract do and how your contract actually works. So have a good old read through this. But I'm now going to go through this process so you can see it in action. So if you're ready to create your token, just copy along with me, do what I do, pause the video, follow these steps. So you click on the button first of all to open up BSC Scan, and we're going to create our token directly on there. So you don't have to connect your wallet to any websites that you don't understand or trust. So first things first, connect your wallet to BSC Scan. I'm using MetaMask. So, right, hang on. I hope that's right. Oh, no, it's not. Let me try again. I think that's right. Brilliant. Okay, so we're in. So I connected with my wallet. Right, sorted. So once you've connected your wallet, and if you've just reset your computer like I just did, you'll have to put in your MetaMask password. So connect to Web3 on the wallet that is going to be the owner of the token. And then you've got to create your token. So I'm going to call mine demo. I'm going to give it the symbol of demo. I'm going to have 1,000,000 tokens as my supply. I'm going to have 4 decimals. Your decimals are restricted. You can't have any less than 2 or any more than 18. If you're making a BEP20 rewards token, you will also need to add in the contract address of the reward token as well. Click on write. You've got to pay about $8 worth of gas, and then click on view your transaction. On this page, you just got to wait and then just keep refreshing the page. And what you're waiting for is around about here, it will show the tokens being transferred from the 0 address to your wallet, and it will show the name of your token. So that's what we're waiting for. It's the very last thing to appear. So that's it. Click on the name of your token, and then click on where it says contract. Here at the top, click on this little button to copy that address and go and paste it somewhere. That's your contract address for your token. And then down here, click on contract and click on write contract. So if your page doesn't look like this, you might have a yellow box. If that happens, you just need to wait. So just go away, come back later. It might take 45 minutes or more. You need to be on a page that looks like this one before you can carry on. So connect to Web3 with the same wallet you were using before. Your first step, if you're doing a pre-sale, once you've got the pre-sale all set up, you will have a contract address for the pre-sale contract, and you want to enter this into this box and click on the button. If you're not doing a pre-sale, you can skip that step. If you are doing a pre-sale, do that, and then let your pre-sale complete and finalize it before you continue. Next step is to set your fees. So you can set your fees for marketing, liquidity and burn on the buy and marketing, liquidity and burn on the sell. If you've got a reflections or a BEP20 reward contract, you'll have another option in there for the rewards as well. Now the total can't be more than 15 for buys or for sales. And remember, on this particular token, we got a 5% gen reward. So that's included in the 15. So these 3 numbers need to be 10 or less in total. On the other contracts, there's the 1% fee. So there would need to be 14 or less. So I'm just going to put 2 all the way across the board. But I want to show you what happens if you put too much. So if you put over the limit, you'll see this little red box. So if you see that, it's too high. So I want to change that back down to 2. And it's checking the total of the sell and the total of the buy. So independently, they can't be above 15. Next up, we're going to do our wallet limits. I've changed this. I've added a new feature in here. If you want to set your wallet limits to 0.5% of supply, so that much, you can't do that. Solidity will not accept it. So I've got a bit of code going on in the background. So if you put in a 0, it actually does it for you. So that's not 0%, that's not no tokens, that's actually 0.5% of supply. And that's the lowest amount that you can set it to. You can also set it to any whole number like 1%, 2%, 3%, etc. You can't put a decimal in, Solidity simply doesn't allow it. So your options are a 0, which is really 0.5, or a whole number, 1, 2, or 3, etc. Now the next thing we need to do before we open trade is to add our liquidity. So first of all, grab the address of your token, go on over to PancakeSwap, go to where it says trade and liquidity. So we're on pancakeswap.finance and click on the blue button for add liquidity. Click on where it says cake and paste in your contract address. It's found mine straight away, but sometimes that might take a while. Say you understand and import. Then click on where it says add V2 liquidity. We can't use version 3 because that doesn't support tokens with a fee. You want to put in here, we've got to connect our wallet. So let's do that. MetaMask, there we go. So we want to put the tokens in here. So I'm going to add all of them. And I'm going to put 1 BNB. 1 is an absolute minimum. You probably want to go with a lot higher than that if you can afford. So you've got to enable your token, like so. Approve it. And then after it's approved, the little add button will turn blue and you click on the button and that adds your liquidity. But trade isn't open yet, so no one can actually interact with your token. So you just got to wait and then click on here. I'm not going to do that because I don't want this token to go live. But once you have done that, you then open trade by clicking on this button. Then, once you open trade, for the first 5 seconds, anyone who buys tokens, they're going to be blocked from selling for the first 10 minutes. And this enables you to have a look at their wallet, and if they used a bot, you can blacklist them. So pop their wallet address in here and type true to blacklist that wallet. If you blacklist someone by mistake and you want to remove it, you can type in false. That only lasts for 10 minutes. So that means that that person can't do anything for those 10 minutes and you can blacklist them without them front running that transaction and selling the tokens. After 10 minutes, you lose the ability to blacklist people. If nobody's using bots, or if you've already blacklisted all of the people that are using bots, you can then click on this button to end that 10 minutes early. So that's the way that we protect against bots, and it works incredibly well. Pop your website address in here, your Telegram group in here, and once you've locked your liquidity, pop it into this box. Now, that information will be available on the contract read page so people can find your project. Now, the rest of the functions, you won't need to use them, but inside this guide, it details what they are step by step so that you can have a look through and understand exactly what they all mean. One function you might want to use is this one where it's burn from supply. By default it's false. If you change this to true, then every time tokens are burned, rather than being sent to the burn wallet, they're actually removed from the total supply, so it's deflationary. So there you go guys, that's the new tokens by Gen. If you make a Gen Rewards token, do bear in mind that everybody that makes one of those tokens after you, their token is buying Gen to reward to their holders. And when it does that, it pumps the price of Gen. So your holders that are already holding Gen, it's going to increase the value of their bag, which is great for your project. If you've got any questions, pop on over to our Telegram group where you can talk to me directly or any of our admins. I want to thank you for choosing Tokens by Gen and helping to support our project. See you all soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.